The US House of Representatives passed a bill that could lead to a ban of the social media giant TikTok on Wednesday. The legislation moves to the Senate now, where it has a tough road ahead. So what sort of legal precedent does a bill like this set? Well, joining us now on this is Ramya, Krishnan, Senior Staff Attorney at Knight First Amendment Institute at Columbia University. Thank you for joining us this morning here. So now, obviously, this is still a big if it does get through the Senate and gets signed as President Biden said that he would. In terms of how the legal scrutiny goes from here, how narrow is this bill? Because that's really been the argument, that it's so narrow that it just applies to TikTok.
Yeah, the whole debate around whether this bill just forces a sale or imposes a ban is really a red herring. Generally speaking, the government can't accomplish indirectly what it is forbidden from doing directly, and that's precisely what this bill does by forcing ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese owner, to sell the app or to have the app banned. So this bill is going to run into some pretty serious First Amendment trouble. And that's because Americans have a First Amendment right to access media and social media of their choosing. To justify the ban, the government would have to show that its privacy and security concerns can't be addressed in narrow ways. It hasn't done that, and we doubt that it could.
Ramya, we have seen divestitures being forced before as a result of Chinese investment, looking specifically at dating app Grindr. We saw that company, the Chinese company who purchased Grindr, having to have to sell it as a result of the CFIUS review. How is this case different than that?
Yeah, well, I mean, one difference is that Grindr was forced into divestiture as part of the CFIUS process, which could apply to any technology company. Part of what's really astounding about this bill is that it functions almost like a bill of attainder. It singles out TikTok, and for really no good reason. The primary justification the government has used in promoting this bill is that it protects Americans' privacy. But while it's true that TikTok collects a lot of our data, other platforms do too, and this bill would do nothing to stem that flow while allowing China and other foreign adversaries to continue purchasing data from data brokers and data aggregators on the open market. So at bottom, the fact that this bill is ineffective is going to be fatal in any First Amendment analysis.